It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Patriots and the Packers, and it's coming up next.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. And tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay's giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
A first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Now Love. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They go bootleg. Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers! Rodeo Dobbs, 44 yards. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. they can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stevenson. Shrugs him off. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A first down throw for Young. And that'll be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Young on third down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Love now. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second and a couple. Love from the gun. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Dances by him. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a second down throw for Young. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They run once more with Stevenson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Young now. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. Well, it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
First down, going to the air with Love. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw now, here's Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He completes it. They've got a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Going back to Love. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now a first down throw for Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That throw by Young incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. First down, Love to pass. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, remember, we're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
All right,
in
Coach,
our
thanks
game.
very
Still
much.
a lot to
Fine
keep an eye
work
on.
as
Guys
always,
battling,
as we welcome you
trying
back
to make a
for
ball
quarter
club.
number 3.
We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Muscles him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his throw here is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Dillon up the middle. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw is Clifford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. On the return is Peterson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Tannehill. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Off play action, Tannehill. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 26 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run once more with Dillon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Clifford. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 1st down to the air with Clifford. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
What you do need to know as a young quarterback, if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Clifford to throw. He's able to find Melton. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
On the draw, it's Wilson. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Clifford. That's taken in. Dontavian Wicks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Clifford will throw it here. To the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Patriots now Down by 10. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. On first down, it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here comes second down and 5. Play action, it's Tannehill. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. This is Dillon on the counter. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.